Basement Bookers Podcast.
Okay, now my mic's on. All right. Last Raw watch along before WrestleMania because it's the last Raw before WrestleMania. Richard is here. You'll notice it's just me. Basement Jer is on location at the moment. As mentioned, he is elsewhere. It's something. I don't know. He negotiated something in his contract. I don't know how or when, but that is the deal. So here I am. We're waiting for Raw to start. Um, what I'm going to be doing during commercials and such to help keep you guys engaged, hopefully, I'm going to be playing Supercard. I'm going to pop it up on the screen there so you can watch that since I don't have the same Netflix access that Jerry does somehow. And it looks like we're starting Raw. Getting there. Maybe? There's the dun. Let's move that there. Thank you, sweetie. So I'm going to trust you, as always, with everything, but also to let me know how my audio is. Everyone else can let me know how the audio is. Let us know down below what WrestleMania match you're most looking forward to and what storylines you want to see progress tonight going to WrestleMania. I could stand to be a drop louder. Thank you. Let's going to be in here. Drop louder test. Sacramento. Sacramento is Northern California, I believe. Southern California had an earthquake a couple days ago, but it was 5.2. Experts nowhere near the situation tell me to not worry about earthquakes in California unless it's a 7 or higher. That's a big upgrade for Supercard there. It's been a while since they updated this app. Penta! That's going to be a fun match. Finn Balor versus Penta. Going to be good. Oh, we're going to have the under one roof segment. Like, just say they're all going to go in the ring and talk or fight or something. Seth with just a leather vest. A little bit of a Shield feel. Obviously, with the Seth freaking Rollins kind of flair. What's up, Big Mike? Yes, R.I.P. Earthquake. John Tenta. He's going into the Hall of Fame this year. Part of the natural disasters. Let's bigify that a little bit. There we go. Looked like they were going to show us whatever Heyman was looking at there, but I guess not. We're going to last Monday. Yeet! Yeah, that's what I said. Angelic. Could he be pulling the Shield look to psych out Roman? He did that once already at last year's Mania. It's not out of the question that he'd do it again. I just feel like they'd be less likely to since he already did it last year. Then again, the fact that Punk is there also, and the original idea for the Shield was to protect Punk, still not out of the question. I feel it's less likely than that though. Gonna unleash the super yeet. Jay telling Gunter how he thinks WrestleMania is gonna go down. I disagree with Jay, but I don't know. We'll get a feel tonight for what is gonna happen at Mania. I aspire to ever be half as hype as Pat McAfee. He's great. Champ. Champ looks angry. Thank you, Mike. Do what I can. I'm trying to be me. Thank you, sweetie. Last week. That's what he said. Gunter almost getting that Dominic Mysterio heat. Yeah, get to the point. Crowd yeeting all over Gunter. Did he just paraphrase Slipknot? The greatest gift the company's ever received. That's true. I like numbers. Numbers are correct. They don't lie. Tough to argue. Strong words and a strong argument from the champ. 37. Nice. Brutal imagery. Jerry on the spot. Look at that. Delivering hell. Jerry, what do you think of the setup? Gunther is hot right now. He's heated. He is ready for WrestleMania. In between things, just checking in on you. I'm all good, bro. Listen, what I'm going to do, I told the folks during commercials, since I don't have your access, I'm going to play Supercard. Why is Michael Cole saying Gunther lost control when Gunther just said he has never been out of control? We call that match. Great sell by Bailey. Ha! Cole is fake news. Stroke. Well, the rose plant, she calls it. It's live time. Insufferable. I will suffer them. I like that gear. It's like the top has piercings where piercings would otherwise be through flesh. Thank you, bro. Have a great time where you're at. All right, so they are going to commercial. I'm going to mute that because that's going to distract the hell out of me. Because, ADHD is going to ADHD. So, I mean, we got Supercard here. I got a reward to claim. Let's claim that. Nice and boring. All right, stupid card back. This is probably also what the new tier logo is going to look like. WrestleMania Vegas 41. All right. Close that. Let's see. RTG is over. Now it's Team Road to Glory. Let's see what the day's quests are. Yada yada. Dust it off. Alright, that means I gotta dust my cards when I get them. Alright. That's where we're at. Boom. Hey, if anyone else plays Supercard, let me know. Commercials suck. If anyone here doesn't have commercials, let me know how you do it. In the meantime, let's play this game. Little kind of bonus content here. Limited edition Punk. Oh, that's Rumble. Last season. Last tier rather. WrestleMania tier set to drop tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing a lot of supercarding tomorrow. Got a whole bunch of rarity draft picks saved up. Got a lot of super coins saved up, ready to go. What I don't like about Team Road to Glory that regular Road to Glory has is the earlier tiers, they shorten the matches. Like the first couple of cards to get, it's just one match, one round rather. Then it's two, then it's three, and builds up to four. Team Road to Glory, they're like, nah, you got to play all 4 rounds, even though you're just going to completely demolish your opponents. Clicky, clicky. Click, click, click. Can you hear the clicking? 20 seconds left in this Netflix ad. Okay, unmute. Let's remove that. And Raw is back. Well, commercial. What's that, Evolve? Yeah, it's Evolve. Brentley Reese is already in NXT, so. We always talk about how me and Jerry went to that Evolve show and we saw Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Austin Theory before he came up. I think Gargano and Ciampa were injured at the time, so they were kind of down there warming themselves up for the call back up after their injury. Let us know if you've been to any indie shows and where at. The Evolve was over here in Brooklyn. Oh, Bianca. No, it's disrespectful to your champ. She's been putting in some good time at the gym. You can see them arms. Damn. Biceps, the shoulders there, the delts. Right, you can't deny facts. Mm, true. Good promo. Like for a while, I've been saying that she needed something different about her character. This fire is good for her. The Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Good stats from Cole. Lyra and Bailey's corner is par for the course for the upcoming WrestleMania match, so there's going to be shenanigans during this match. Liv with the stomp in the corner, stomping a mud hole. I think Liv and Raquel are retaining. I said it last week. I'll say it again. I'll say it again later this week in our predictions episode. What? That's right, Shades of Steve Austin. 2. First ballot? Probably. Possibly. Arguably. Big running lariat. I gotta say, they did a good job of building Liv up to being a credible champion. When she first made that, like, flip that switch when she started doing her crazy thing, her liking pain thing, I didn't love it, but they stayed true, they stuck with it, and they just kept pushing and pushing, and she kept getting those same kinds of wins, and she eventually, you know, just became dominant. She became that the incessant chihuahua that's just gonna gnaw at your ankles long enough to actually rip your foot off, and that's what she did. She ripped the foot off of all her haters. And now I'm gonna live hard. Suplex. Oh, she held on. Live hard, unite. Not literally though, because it might get weird. Unless you're into that. I don't judge. Ah, the knee. Bailey, a history of hand issues. That match she had against Sasha Banks, wherever the hell she is now. From NXT TakeOver, the Iron Woman match. All right. 3-minute commercial. So I got some stuff here in my performance center. Repo Man. Everyone's got like 11 of these, right? Let's see. Any other pros to feed there to get going? No? Okay. I don't care about Rumble. Oh, EO's complete. Let me get her. good. Can I pro her yet? Not yet. Okay, let's get her in there. So females, especially right now, are going to be more important than the males. Just how it is in this game. There are just fewer strong female cards. Fewer female cards in general. Because of the, there are fewer female superstars. That's just a math thing. Who hates math? I hate math, but I'm good at it. Minute 45 left in this commercial break. Easy matches I can literally sleep through. Don't matter who I pick. You're really gonna give me 4 singles matches in a row. Love it. These commercials suck. Sorry for singing. I just figured there's got to be some kind of audio going. I don't want to use the game audio because I don't use game audio unless it's like Fortnite. Any game where like the audio is actually important, where you need to hear your environment. 35 seconds. I like that these commercials are just long enough for Team Road to Glory match. Gotta get my points, you know? Gotta be a good general of the team, set the example. 10, 9, 8, you know the rest. And we're back. Bayley versus Liv Morgan still underway. Powering up with the people of Sacramento. Oof. I don't like that sunset flip buckle bomb. It doesn't actually seem very impactful. Live with the what do I gotta do face. Her boots or shin guards or whichever those are have the names of all the members of Judgment Day on it. See Carlito, Finn, JD. Good knee. Doesn't seem impactful. Anyone disagrees, let me know. Liv should get her in like a side headlock and then just twist at that nose ring. Bet she'll tap. Anyone that has a nose ring, does it hurt when you like twist it? Like, what if you like, can you like twist it like all around and it's gotta hurt, right? Or at least feel weird. Like if you grab and like twist and twist and twist. I don't have anything against nose rings. I'm just curious. Have you never been, not even a little? Like, what if you like take it? It's like it's through this way, and then you twist it this way, and then like your nostril does a 180, and you keep going. Live out of breath. Harbinger? No, that's Harvester of Sorrow. Harbinger. Harbinger of Death? You just tried it. When it twists around a lot, it hurts a bit. Interesting. Oh, Lyra was in a weird position there. Lyra was right behind Liv. It's like she was going for a spot that wasn't ready yet. Interesting. Attempted stunner. Timing was off. That's what I wanted to hit Rosie with. The belly to belly. Just very simple move. Right onto the couch. Would have been fine. That's a short leg there, buddy. There you go. Boot! Now we got a distraction. Backstabber! Cheating! Lyra held Bailey. Bailey gets a win on Liv with help from Lyra, Bird Lady. So by the rule of wrestling, that means Liv and Raquel win on Sunday, apparently. Clearly, my prediction that would be on night one. Bailey and Lyra would have a fight that night after losing, and then they'd have a match for the IC title on that night two. That clearly isn't happening, but the rest of my predictions stands. Liv and Raquel are gonna win, clearly retain. Bailey and Lyra, there's gonna be a miscue, and then Bailey's gonna face Lyra again for the IC title, and she'll win. That would make her Grand Slam champ, I believe. Yeah, she's held every belt. Live from WWE World, Las Vegas on Friday, the Pat McAfee show. Where's that streaming? They're not telling me where it's streaming. Punk! This was predictable too. Heyman is great. Roman is great. The reactions are so good. Cinema. What do you mean you can't do that? Ah, I still think Seth is winning, but gotta acknowledge. This segment was good because it started to get a little uncomfortable. And then Punk came out. I liked Heyman standing up for himself and then realizing he's not 20 or 30 years younger anymore. Stop. I don't think anything is going to come of this favor if it's a real thing until the match. Mm. It's Ray time. I've literally been watching Rey Mysterio for more than half my life. And for half of that, I've been saying he should retire already. I don't think he needs to retire really, but he's slowed down in his more advanced age, comparatively advanced. All right, we got Ray versus Julius Creed coming up. All right. They're about to cut to commercial clearly, so let's get some more Supercard. Working on this. See if I get anything good. Probably not. This is just picking and picking and picking and picking, hoping. I don't even care about doublers. My team has a fairly low minimum of 100 points. I bought a dozen doublers. Obviously, that's going to get me straight through. But, in case I notice any slackers, I like to get some extra just to sort of highlight the slacking. Uh, Pretty relaxed team, though. Otherwise, it's like, hit the 100 minimum. We got one or two guys, they get like 400 because they're nuts. I get 100 and change, and I'm good. If anyone doesn't know, this is WWE Supercard. Yes, I'm watching Raw. Yes, I'm talking about Raw. It's a commercial right now. I don't have the Netflix privileges that Basement Jer has. I don't know why. He don't know why. If he knows, he's not telling me. That's very likely. He didn't tell me about this vacation he had written into his contract somehow. But that's neither here nor there, or somewhere. It's somewhere. Meantime, here I am, Supercard, and chatting with you guys. What's going on? How is my King of the Ring? Not that I can do anything about it. No, I'm out. I just probed someone, so let me see if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not still top, and not. I figure this has to be more interesting than like just silence, right? I know I'm kind of quiet during this. Try not to be. I'm obviously not saying anything of note. But you guys are still here, so thank you. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the bottom so you know when we go live. We typically go live a little bit before Raw. I want to. That's going. Half minute left. This is going to autoplay while Raw is on. I'm not going to distract myself. Tag team match. 10 seconds. WWE Supercard, if you join now, if you download it now, new tier drops tomorrow. This is essentially an ad. So I'll turn my audio back on. I'll take this off as soon as this ad's over. There we go. That's still an ad talking about the One Dead Man show. Dead man walking. In an intimate setting. This means a small venue. It's not like you're like sitting like right there and can like touch his boot or nothing. I haven't had Wingstop. I'm only talking about Wingstop because they're talking about Wingstop. Oh, Rhea. They definitely cut something out there because I love Rhea. I am absolutely going with EO here. It has just been constant disrespect to her the whole time, and Bianca is the clear #1 contender after winning the Elimination Chamber match. It's as much of a fan of Rhea as I am. I'm not going to get past the fact that Rhea just interjected herself in this. That's steel plate. Allegedly. I think it was just padding. It's padding. He wanted to pad it because he has some little cranial issues there. I heard, so he's got to protect it. It's for his own protection. Right. Right. Has to be EO. If she loses, that would be awful to her character. She'd be a joke. I agree. Um, like they could do it in a way that sort of protects her. Like Rhea could pin Bianca or Bianca could pin Rhea. If it's not going to be EO, I'd like to see Bianca pin Rhea because then EO still has claim to a rematch because she didn't get pinned. But I don't like EO not winning that. We're gonna see what happens, obviously, on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know what they say when they said it was, but that's my thoughts. Anyone has any other thoughts on that? Please let me know. I'd love to hear it. I like new perspectives. Ray and Julius Creed here. Julius with the more amateur background. Ray, obviously the high flyer. Ray with the leverage move there, and then Julius with the size move. Gable, 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 Gable. Big lariat. Hmm. Neither breadbasket. Oh, 619 position. Something's going to happen here. Yep. Ray's shoes untied. Gable was just, pointing it out to him, and Ray fell. Everyone's getting ejected. That's it. They really got to find something for Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild to do because they're not doing anything with them with the LWO. They're just there. They're Ray's back up. They're Dragon Lee's back up. They're a good tag team. Maybe they should take the NXT tag titles off of Fraxium. Show those on Raw. That'd be a good idea. What do you guys think of that? LWO with some tag team NXT tag team gold. If anyone's wondering why I leave a pick, it's because I have a pattern that I make my picks with. And if the last one is a reset, then I don't know if I'm starting my pattern on the inside and spiraling in or on the outside. So on the outside spiraling in or on the inside spiraling out. Because I have a bad memory. Can't remember things. Anything going on out here? I don't care about that. I can do that later. I want to get some They just updated Boom. Where is Boom? Money in the Banking campaign. Did they take Boom off of that freaking slider? I hate it. They did. Where's Boom? Is Boom just completely disabled right now? Thought it was supposed to be back. I should do some TLC. I like Boom. Apparently it was too hard earlier because my nose ring was gone. Had to get another one. Gone? Where'd it go? Did you inhale it? No, it was little. What happened to your nose ring? I have questions. I have questions! Fell out. You guess. Could be in your lung. You don't want that thing puncturing a lung in your sleep or something. Doesn't sound safe. "15 seconds left on this commercial break. Thanks for sticking around as I supercard. Three, two, one. It's back. That's going to autoplay. Don't worry about that. All right, we're back from commercial break, so Ray's going to turn it around, win the match. Ooh. Cree landing hard on his lower back on the apron, but he seems fine, thankfully. Oh, he caught him. Now what? Oh, he's going to suplex him. This is crazy. Great power and balance. Oof. Posted that shoulder hard on the ring post. I was going to say turnbuckle. I'm like, it's not a ring. Not a turnbuckle. It's a ring post. Damn it. That means I need some sour candy. My brain stops working. You guys don't need to hear me chewing. Sorry. You can hear Raw, right? Because you're watching. Good sequence. Ray's experience and agility coming into play there to turn the tide. Hit the DDT. Boy, had some good shows of power by Julius. Oof. Straps it down. Creed's down. It's El Grande Americano. Is he trying to rip off his mask? That's so dishonorable for a luchador. Oh, roll up. 2. Ray gets. Of course, Ray's going to Mania. This wasn't like a qualifier. Ray was already going to Mania. Oh. Ray was facing him. It wasn't a sneak attack. He attacked him from the front. Padded. It's a little pad. Gotta protect his head bone there. It's a pad. He just wants peace. Padded. It's padding. It's not loaded. Everyone's just mad of how devastating a headbutt he has. That picture of Ray there using one of his contacts is lopsided. Anyone wondering, we will be live streaming WrestleMania as well with our live reactions, just as I am right now. But Basement Chair will be back for WrestleMania. He wouldn't miss WrestleMania. That'd be crazy. You're crazy to miss WrestleMania. The War Raiders! Just the show, not the pre-show. The pre-show is prep time for the bookers. Gotta sharpen them pencils. That's what the pre-show's for. Pencil sharpening. No matter, you're still the champs. You use the chairs. The War Raiders are the ones that used the chair last week. New Day brought it in. War Raiders used it. War Raiders lost the match. They're talking like New Day won the match. It's gonna be a war. Okay. Is anyone else not hyped for War Raiders either? Is a Clash of Clans ad? I'll address that in a moment on Helic. New Day. I really like heel New Day. So it's creative's fault because since winning the tag titles, they really haven't done much with them. They don't get enough talking segments. They don't get enough interaction. It could be because they're not great at talking to the crowd. These promos are backstage. I like so Paul Heyman had a theory when he was running ECW. This is how he ran ECW: accentuate the positives, hide the negatives. And I think Triple H has been, and the current creative team is doing really well at following that mentality. They're not letting the War Raiders just talk to the crowd, have a promo battle, because they're not going to win it. And that's fine. But that lack of connection is strongly felt by you, by me, because, like you said, you don't care about the War Raiders. I don't really care about the War Raiders. They're trying to get us invested because potentially New Day tried to end his career last week. Okay, cool. They're probably going to try to get us invested in the severity, excuse me, the brutality of the match. Cool. But I like the New Day as faces or heels better than I like War Raiders as faces. As heels, they could be very strong heels, and I'd really love to see them be heels again. And Helix says, I like the current creative team. Grew up with DX, and now they're running the show. I'm not mad at that, but there are a few people I just don't care about in WWE these days. Woo! Is one of them, for me at least. Um, yeah, it took some time, and it's going to take more time for Triple H and the current creative minds to really get their feet under them after the transfer of power. Um, but they have done a really good job. I think what the in Charlotte. um, so they've done a good job so far of keeping up the major storylines, the major titles, keeping them prominent. That the title holders are mostly prominent. The disrespect to Io Sky, I feel obviously is going to be part of the story. That's why I feel so strongly that Io is going to win. Um, Charlotte, Tiffany. So we know that promo from 2 weeks ago, that promo battle, they went off the rails. They went further off script than they should have. And they're using that. They actually took that and used it in. They use it in the story, which I really appreciate. That's something that the previous administration would not have done. But also, I think the previous administration that wouldn't have happened. So there's a positive and a negative to having some more leniency in how it's handled as far as when you go off script or if you're going to go out there and improvise. Triple H's team obviously is more lax with it. They're more trusting of the current talent. That definitely creates a sink or swim mentality. Charlotte and Tiffany tried really hard to swim. They didn't. Was it Charlotte that got personal first, and then Tiffany came back harder? I'm pretty sure that's how I read it. The famous WrestleVotes Twitter account, X account, whatever you want to call it, um, told us what it was supposed to be and basically the how it was versus how it should have been. Um, and if I recall correctly, Charlotte went off script first, then Tiffany clapped back, and oh yeah, also part of it was that Charlotte was complaining about Tiffany's voice, which she wasn't supposed to do. But if something is obvious, you should call attention to it as a wrestling talent because that's what you do. Because also that's what would just happen in real life. We don't know what Charlotte and Tiffany can trigger. Going off script is sometimes good. Tony Stark saying he's Iron Man was ad-libbed by Robert Downey Jr. and launched an epic. We don't know what Charlotte and Tiffany can trigger. True. Like I said, they decided to work the going off script into the story. There's been no mention of Kaiser's being mentioned, so that obviously they're going to sweep under the rug, and that's fine. Where it goes from here, I'm intrigued. I like the story. I also, and Alec, Charlotte is new to you. Charlotte is not new to most of the rest of us. Let me mute that again because it's not really back yet. Charlotte's not new to the rest of us, and it was shoved down our throats. Charlotte goes away, comes back, wins a title, gets hurt, goes away, comes back, wins a title. That's how she's a 12-time champion already. She's in the business less than... So she was like a 6-time champion before she was in the business like 4 years. Or something ridiculous like that. Oh, Karrion Kross already in the ring. That's a bad sign. Oh, yeah, well, actually, so AJ made his entrance before the commercial, so I guess they're just, squeezing time there. Might I notice the tights that Karrion Kross is wearing that they just said? $7 p.m. Sunday. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. The match isn't time to talk. If the devil you know ends up being Karrion Kross's nickname, I'm here for it. I like it. Good boot. If anyone remembers if Kross and AJ cross paths, so to speak, in TNA, let me know. I don't know if they had matches together or not. Scarlet! The dangerous siren. Stupendous. I hate coffee. I drink it because it works. I hate coffee. I think I'll have some tea after this. Oof. Drink the tea. Think my beautiful assistant is about to get me some tea. Not actually an assistant. I don't even want to. There's coffee grounds in here. Thank you, sweetie. Much better. Let's see how the caffeine hits. It's a more natural energy boost. Is it? Because coffee is also natural. Beans versus leaves. Is it because there are more preservatives in coffee? Does that have to do with the way it's grown? What would make tea a more natural energy boost than coffee? Just curious the science behind the statement. As we try to have factual information here on the Basement Bookers podcast, whether it's related to wrestling or not. Factual stuffs only. I hear typing. I always hear typing. I hear typing in my sleep. It's better because it'll bloat you less and taste better. Okay. Whoa! I got to reset. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh. Dirty Dom! I want to clear more of that rarity board for tomorrow, though, for the new tier. Let's lock him. I gotta level him. Is he... wonder if I was waiting to pro him. Let's see what we got here for my quests. Claim that. Boom. 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 Minute 15 or so left in this commercial break. Not quite brought to you by WWE Supercard. I'm just here playing it because I don't have Basement Jer here to bounce my silly ideas off of. Well, perfection, I hate those. Today's Monday, so the new tier isn't tomorrow. It's Wednesday. Damn it. All right. Wild Perfection, I'll do that tonight. And female tag team, that'll happen eventually. Anything happening here? Nope. 30 seconds. Distracted by this movie ad here. Ah, there we go. Karrion Kross. Warrior, Braun, Seth, AJ. How many points I got? 60. Okay. Oh, look, sweetie, we're tied. Back here on Monday Night Raw, AJ Styles was Karrion Kross. Well, yep. Well. A little bit of a slip up fixed by Karrion Kross there. Two. The final prayer, they call that, eh? Ha! That's good. Accusing AJ trying to sandbag him. It's a great way to cover a botch. Although kind of not, because that implies that if he's not sandbagging you, he's helping you do the move to him. But I like it anyway. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I've said it yet. I'm a Karrion Kross fan. I'm a big fan of his as a performer overall. He needs creative. They seem to be starting something with him, which I like. They're making him, or I don't know if it's his idea or not. He's sort of like mirroring people he's in a feud with, people he talks to. This will work. That sounded and looked great. That was great. Mimicking the crane kick and then doing that little jig. But AJ's just pissed. AJ's a tough bastard. I mean, Cross might get what he wanted. Cross might get what he wanted. I don't know if I said that right. He's gonna get the more vicious AJ Styles. Oh, Ushigoroshi. But AJ hurt his knee. Every time I call or see that move, I think to myself, I miss Morrow. Morrow was a great announcer. Boom. Phenomenal forearm gets it done. Boom. AJ's form on that is just so damn pretty. There we go. New music, eh? The Maverick. Cue the puke emojis. She'll get there eventually. There it is. We don't care why he came out. Cheap Heat. Maybe they just don't like hills. That's why I don't live in San Francisco. Kids are saying cook these days. Logan kicking it with the Ute. Gonna make money because it's on WrestleMania. Ooh, cinema. He's a poet. No, if that weekend is WrestleMania. Let's keep it non-violent, Angelic. Unless that knife is coming to my back. It's not. Okay. I like my keyboard. It's rather non-clicky. Oh! He's going to say he's not getting paid for it. Gonna wait for the big payday. Oh! Nice DDT. Inverted. Oof. That loaded right hand. The pulverizer. It's a cool looking move. The Logan Paul character is a great character to love to hate. It's like, as far as most hated, he is up there with Dominic Mysterio right now. As a person, you can Google. Fact of the night. WrestleMania in Vegas will be CM Punk's first main event. Come on. Logan Paul is what comes out of your ass when you have diarrheic syphilis. I feel like that should be prefaced with an allegedly. Not ever having had that, I can neither confirm nor deny. The wise man waits. All right, we are at commercial, which means... Come on, click it. There we go. More Supercard. More Team Road to Glory. Until I'm done with that. Then I can't boom, I guess. But I will probably do some campaign. So we're probably roughly, give or take, halfway done with the show. What does everyone think so far? What's your favorite segment or favorite match we've seen so far? Let us know down below. Oh, is this the, yeah, we got the Cody Rhodes Clash of Clans ad. We're not sponsored, but they are, apparently. What was that noise? So Basement Chair mentioned this week on the episode, which is up, don't forget to watch it, for Mania. We're going to have a predictions episode later this week. But he mentioned that Jade versus Naomi is the first women's match on WrestleMania that has no stipulation, is not for a title. That's kind of crazy. Like, obviously, for me to remember something, it impacted my brain somewhere. That fact is kind of nuts because this is WrestleMania 41. I get it, like, but when WrestleMania was just one night, it was like an 8-hour show. It was a damn drag. And whether there was one or two women's championships, it's like the creative teams then, I didn't leave my one guy. It's fine. The creative teams then were like, well, we have all these other storylines, another like a women's match beyond a title. They kind of didn't leave time for, which it was a different time. Now WrestleMania is always 2 nights. I hated it the first time they did 2 nights. That was during the COVID era. But it makes it an easier watch. It makes it tougher to stream. But it's kind of just one of those things. Now, is this an ad for Stephanie's Places or Steve Austin's show? It's probably Stephanie's Places. Is the Steve Austin show still a thing? I don't know. I don't feel like Googling it. Let's hear what's happening. Yeah, it's one of Stephanie's Places. That also looks like not Stephanie's Place. That looks like Austin was giving her a ride in his four-wheeler. Yeah. I mean, what? Yep, get that money. Pew pew, Sacramento. And millions of candy bar fans. Yeet! Gotta get that stank face. Yeet time! Oh, turning a little. There we go. Is everyone yeeting? Make sure you're eating. You gotta eat. At least once a day, you gotta eat. Relieve stress. Good workout. Improves blood flow, cardio. It's good for your health. Good for your mental state. Yeetlemania. I don't hate that. Kind of a take on Beatlemania. Once a day, at least once a day, you know? Not too much though, you know, because you might dehydrate yourself. Gotta make sure you hydrate properly before you go yeeting all over the place. See, Pat's eating. Pat knows he's in good shape. He's in better shape than I am. He had a match. He had a couple matches. One at Mania, I think. Is that a Yeet Kirby? That's a Yeet Kirby. Proper yeeting is all about proper rhythm. If you don't got the rhythm, you're not going to yeet yourself right. Cole's all off. He's too tight with it. Gotta loosen up. Jay's got words for Gunter. Cole's too tight. He's going to hurt himself eating like that. Jay's probably pretty warm in that jacket and hoodie. Yeet. Gotta hydrate himself after this. Yeet. More yeet for Pat. Gotta spread the yeet. One more time. Just for the people. Every now and then you get a second yeet right after your first yeet. When you can, you gotta take it when you can get it, right? Second one's always smaller, not as big as the first yeet. Yeet. All right. Checking it. Okay. So is this just a yeet party? Okay. Sup? Mmm. Jey Uso saying Gunther, the world champ, is scared that Jey is going to beat him at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. I did not intend to have that line go in sync with Michael Cole, but sometimes it just happens like that sometimes. Saturday night. And still and new. What do you guys think? Let us know down below. We are going to have our predictions episode later this week. Once again, that'll be another episode. It's going to be just me. I will have Basement Jer's predictions. I will read them. I will give my more correct predictions. And then Saturday and or Sunday, I don't know which, I will become, once again, the Basement Champion. That C will be mine. I don't take no damn vacations. Yeet. I didn't hear the cue right. There we go. That was for your cue to yeet. Can't eat before you're supposed to. They don't like it when you do that. You definitely don't want to surprise them with a yeet. Michael Cole's viral. Highlight of the night. Let's see what that's going to be. What's it been? 3 matches so far? Last Monday. Why is the highlight of the night from last Monday? Oh, this spear was ridiculous. Braun was literally a damn missile hitting that spear. If Carlito had sidestepped, Braun would have launched himself into the structure of the ring. That would have been damn damaging. That's the speed he gets is insane. Breaker! Oh no! Somebody help! There is definitely going to be something between Finn and Dom in that match. Penta! Get the next autoplay match set up. Oop. Penta making his entrance. Up next, we have Penta versus Finn Balor. I am going to take my first break of the evening during this commercial break. But you can watch me autoplay. Supercard. Alright, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. We are coming back now. Oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes. He's not actually there. Triple H is talking. I'm trying to find the image of the WrestleMania stage. I want to find like the. This is not an official. Is there an official? There is an official. It's on YouTube though, and I don't want to mess with that. Switch over.
No sound.
Thank you. Yes, I was muted. ADHD still. Caffeine. Let's try caffeine and sour candy. Two. Becoming a spectacle on Peacock. What is that? WrestleMania 9? WrestleMania 9. I think that was JR's debut in company. I think that's the one where Heenan came out on a camel backwards. It was the whole at Trump Plaza or something. Or the Taj Mahal. Something like that. Sour candy time. Let's see if I can kickstart my brain here. Been in control of Penta right now. Mugging by Judgment Day. I think Penta wins this match off of shenanigans. Judgment Day is probably going to come out, try and help Finn. Braun will intercept them one way or another. Finn will be distracted. Penta takes advantage. That's my prediction here. Sweet. Hmm. All right, they're a commercial, but Finn Balor doing the too sweet just now made me think, what if Judgment Day breaks up? Or Finn leaves Judgment Day, is kicked out of Judgment Day, whichever. Tags up with AJ. What if they get the rights to use the name Bullet Club? What if they do it? Do Finn, AJ. Obviously, the Good Brothers aren't in the company at the moment. Cody. What if they're faces? So AJ's a face right now. Finn could turn face after leaving Judgment Day. Cody is obviously a face. They've all been leaders of the Bullet Club. That could be good. And then Bullet Club could potentially feud with Bloodline 2.0 because of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa's former association with the Bullet Club. That could be interesting. That's definitely not something that would have been done under the previous administration. Certainly not. Out of the question. Nick Khan is a good businessman. He absolutely does what's best for business and not in the storyline way, just straight up. If the people want it, he'll do it. If he sees money in it. WWE Bullet Club. That could be fun. I hear some furious typing behind me. It should be furious, but it's a lot of clicky clacky. Right, let's get this match over with. Get my points. "30 seconds left in this commercial." What do you guys think of that idea? WWE's Bullet Club. It's a lot of lore they can go through. And we are back from commercial. Gotta unmute that. There we go. Superplex. The hell is this? Wait, let's see. It's a good point by Pat. A professional loses the match doesn't turn it into a lack of momentum. Essentially is what he said. Backstabber! Oh my. Oh my. He's a tough dude, that's how, Pat. I wouldn't be able to move after taking a backstabber, I'm just saying. Nice. Reverse sling blade. The sling blade party. Yup. It's tremendous. Oh, here we go. Nice. You can tell he hasn't put as much torque on it than as he used to in Lucha Underground or TNA. Whoa. 2. Here comes Judgment Day. Roll up. Sling blade. Shotgun dropkick. Well, the John Woo dropkick as they're calling it. Braun. Okay. Braun comes out before Judgment Day can get involved. Carlito. Oh, okay. Finn wins by DQ. Gonna be 3-on-2. Is Phoenix gonna come out? Where's Finn? Oof. Nice. Where's Finn? There's Finn. Okay. He's flexing on the ramp. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. EO promo. That's right, they keep forgetting that. Mm-hmm. Technically, they don't have to go through you because one of them could pin the other one and become champ. I would really like for WWE to bring back the concept of ECW's three-way dance. The only real difference is that it's three-person match, but it's elimination. You can be eliminated by disqualification or count out. They should probably eliminate count out for that. But like you can be eliminated by disqualification, so clearly just it's not quite anything goes. So it takes a little bit away from the chaos of it, but it adds to the psychology of the match. The talent has to really think harder about what they're doing and how they're doing it to get a pin and then get another pin, or for one person to get a pin and then for the other person to pin that first person. I think it's just as unpredictable. And if let's just take those three women for a moment. If EO were to be the first one eliminated, then it's like, holy shit, okay, we got a new champ, but who's it going to be? So I really always like the concept of the three-way dance. They can name it something else to still, if they don't want to use the ECW. I mean, they own ECW and all the legacy of it, so they could use three-way dance. But what the match you're talking about now, Punk versus Rollins versus Roman, I think is better as a standard triple threat. But for a title, I like the idea more of a three-way dance, where two people have to be eliminated. Jade versus Naomi. I have high hopes for that match. I don't know that it's going to be a good match. I hope it's going to be a good match. I've been critical of Naomi's wrestling style since she came back to WWE. I feel like she picked up, by my definition, as a professional watcher of wrestling, barely, some poorer in-ring habits while she was away in TNA. Just an opinion. Yeah, but but Jade has been working on her in-ring work. I said it last week. She actually had a match. But Jade and Naomi can be a good match. They like they're taking it on the story And I hope that the story they tell in the ring and the performance they deliver lives up to it. Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton. We know how I feel about that, who I think is going to win, who I want to win. Such a big card. This, like, yes, there are a lot of matches, but so many of them are high profile. The current creative regime has done a very good job of making more stars. And like not just making stars, but making more people that are believable to just if they're not in the main event, they could be in the main event at any time. AJ and Logan Paul is going to be an athletic spectacle. My main hope is that I only hope that neither of them get injured. As long as neither of them get injured, this is going to be a phenomenal match. There's that women's triple threat. If anyone has any theories as to why they refuse to use the three-way dance concept, let me know down below. We'll talk about it. And Cody versus Cena, Sunday. That is easily one of the biggest title matches in company history. Who do I think is the next member of Team Corporate? Oh, let me see the segment first. Then I'll speculate on that. Oh! Punk talking to Heyman as Roman looks like rolls up. Yep. Good mind games by Punk. I feel like the next member of Team Corporate is going to be a big surprise if they add one. Because Cena was the surprise that wasn't, right? We predicted it here on the podcast. I like the mystery because we don't know if there's going to be another one, let alone who. I don't think it'll be anyone involved in this match. Acknowledge. All right, this is going to be a 3-minute commercial. Yep. Get some supercard going here. Next member of Team Corporate. I feel like Kevin Owens would have been a really good candidate for that. He's just pissed off at everyone, and joining Team Corporate would get him the fast track to main event status. That's a real tough call. That's a real tough call. I feel like I gotta give an answer though. With Owens hurt, Orton would be a good choice, but again, like it would make sense, but it wouldn't because what they've been doing is they've when someone goes out with injury that's involved in a high profile storyline, they've still kind of stayed the course to where when that person comes back, they can pick up where they left off. Um, what if it's Solo and Tama Tonga? Got the bloodline connection right there. That Finn would sell his soul for a title. Yes, I think Finn would certainly sell his soul for a title. I want to hang on to my theory though. I really want to hang on to my theory that they're going to do a WWE version of Bullet Club because that would just be so fucking cool. I didn't have the opportunity to see a lot of the Bullet Club stuff in Japan, but just as hot as the rest of the internet has been about it, I would really, really like to see what WWE could do with it. They did Balor Club, the OC. The OC was weak as shit. If you saw it, you know. If you know, you know, as them youngins say. Um, AJ was a really good heel. If they do face Bullet Club and make them not comedy but fun, they could do it. But also, they gotta be like serious as far as their impact. You know, they gotta be a credible threat because the Bullet Club, for lasting as long as it has in Japan, gotta be 10, 12 plus years, give or take. Let me know if you know down below. Um, we're back from commercial. We are still acknowledging our tribal chief. As long as the Bullet Club has lasted in New Japan Pro Wrestling, they're definitely doing something that works. They're still like the biggest faction as far as impact. It took they took stars and made them superstars, right? Guys like AJ and Finn and Cody, when they were leaders there, they took guys that were on the cusp and just really brought them to the forefront. Started a whole damn company off of the elite, obviously. But enough of me. We are about to hear from our tribal chief, who's probably going to be interrupted by Seth Rollins immediately. Because we already had Punk getting his head by, Hmm. 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 Roman is not happy with this wise man. Roman making him wait. Something Roman is very good at, making people wait. Let him stew. And Netflix. In Heyman's face. Give him this day his daily acknowledgement. Yup. I acknowledge. Hmm. Fair question. Heat on Paul Lee. Hmm. Hmm. Factual. Hmm. Hmm. Heyman asked for a favor on his behalf. Hmm. I love Seth. Seth Rollins, the great interrupter. Sethicus Interrupticus. He must be having a blast playing Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is the human manifestation of the interrupting cow joke. I feel like I'm gonna have to hear that joke later because I don't know it. So I think I know the punchline. Monday Night Rollins, yada yada. Interesting. Why? It's obviously going to be a building block for a future storyline, or for the next stage of this storyline. Good points. Factual points. Nothing I can disagree with. Hmm. Is Seth the next member of corporate? Hmm. It's gotta be May. I'll address that in a moment, Angelic. When Punk comes out. Stirring the pot like a master chef. Hmm. Ooh. Of course he is. Nah. Hmm. However, hmm, out comes Punk. First WWE Paul Heyman guy. Uh-oh. Spear! Ah! Seth still with the mind games on Roman Reigns. That's why he's wearing that shield-like vest. Very good way to end Monday Night Raw. Now to address your what you said there, Angelic, about um Punk, Seth potentially being corporate. It wouldn't be the first time because when he broke up the Shield, when he turned on them and he left the Shield and the Shield disintegrated, he joined what was known at the time as the Authority. When Triple H, Randy Orton. There was the Evolution thing and it segued into the Authority. Um, he was a corporate guy, so that could kind of track with his character. Would they? I mean, it's kind of essentially doing the same thing again, just later, a couple of different labels. Would they do that? I'm not sure. One thing is for sure, I believe that, and I sound like I'm blowing smoke up the creative team's ass all night, but I believe in the vision that the creative team has, the long-term scope. Um, I like that I don't definitively know where they're going and what they're going to do. But what they have done here, what they are doing is good cinema. It's very good storyline. It's intriguing. It it's hooking. Like it's got us and it's dragging us along. We want to see it. The fact that we don't actually know what's going to happen as wrestling fans for as long as we've been is fantastic. Like you see through the night, some things are just predictable because that's wrestling. That's how it's written. That's how it's done. There are only so many surprises you could have, but the surprises they're doing, the stories they are giving us are so strong. They're so compelling. They're so interesting. The characters, the little details are so intricate. Everything they're doing with this storyline, they really could have Seth go corporate. That would be a surprise. What do you guys think? Let us know down below. This has been the Monday Night Raw, last Raw before WrestleMania. Watch along, okay? We're going to have our predictions episode up in plenty of time for you to check out the whole thing before WrestleMania starts. So look out for that. How are you going to know when it's up? Click the subscribe button down below. I know more than half of you have not done so. Do us a solid. Hit that subscribe button as always, I gotta do Basement Jared's closeout. So he's not here. Thank you to you, Basement Jared, by the way. Enjoy your vacation. Well deserved. You absolutely are the hardest working man on this podcast. 100%. And remember, the match of life is scheduled for one fall. So make it count. And follow the bookers.